Hello, people. My name is Calibos. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Taptap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Taptap Send. Yes, Taptap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Taptap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Taptap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Taptap Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Capstone E Global Consult Limited. Jumekuo bia. Omo fa registered nurses. Drivers are omo GCC license. NFA securities. Edi omo ko amaya hodro bi so te se Dubai, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, NFA USA. Na mene wo kasa sisi akra. Omo per registered nurses. Edi omo ko USA. Akoye juma ko jisika pudro. Anne. Na enye we po. Capstone E Global Consult Limited. Esanso boama. Sa wo peka atofri amanone. Omo be ye ho hyehyeye nyina ma. Na won satimi aka. Ka biara e dawa kuma so wa bra wo mre ho enti omo se bra omo so ye sesi a wo be hu omo Otema community 9 omo ni Ashama Timber Market ene din hwe anim anase fra omo e wo 0599 183083 anase 0302 986573 amanone fo so fra omo +821 021811 Capstone E Global Consult Limited. Your success is our business.
Check now, check it, fa check it, check it. The beat is real, don't will make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, fa check it, fa check it. Green select glucometer, check it, sugar level, fa check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Anyways, back from the weekend, and we are here on Sammy Flex TV. Showbiz Daily is it, and we are ready to rock and roll. How was your weekend? My weekend was cool. A little bit of work, a little bit of resting, a little bit of other things as usual. All the things that make the weekend special, we did. And I know that we are all back in good health, looking very good, and we can continue to do what we are supposed to do. In your short, Nana Reagan is here. Nana Reagan is a journalist. He is a talent manager, currently working as Wendy Shea's road manager. Kojo King is an artist cum pandit, the only Ghanaian artist who is a pandit here in Ghana. Marketing executive, and of course he's a PR person as well. Then Roland Amati is the digital communicator of Shagzy, aka social media maestro of Shagzy. He's also a talent manager. He is also the manager of the blog www.showbizgh.com.
Channel G.
Showbizchannelgh.com. Showbizchannelgh.com. And we are gathered for the business of the day. Behind the scenes, Digital Rasta is also called Currency. He's on camera. Richie Flex is the editor director of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome, even as we delve deeper into the issues on board. Special thanks to Taptap Send for making sure that you can send money from abroad to Ghana with the app. Download the app on your phone, put in your bank details, use the promo code SammyFlex, and with this, you are surely very good to go. Now, to some of the interesting issues that I want us to look at. First, let's start with Iyanya, because I know that story has been kept in the freezer for a very long time. after Yvonne Nelson's book or memoir, I Am Not Yvonne Nelson, and Iyanya talking about the fact that he also has something to say, and at the right time he'll be talking about it. We woke up one day with a gentleman, the Nigerian musician, very, very popular hit maker. He was in Ghana running affairs, and during his interviews, one thing was clear, that whilst everybody was expecting him to have put in more insult to the injury that our sister is suffering from, rather, we saw him speaking all the soft words to her. We saw him giving light and hugs and love to Yvonne Nelson. And some of them, we have compiled them for your viewing and for your knowledge as well. Then when I come back, ask my people, is that the real response we think he wanted to give? Or it is just for some PR purposes? Because he has also been performing, interestingly. I saw him performing at one of the clubs. So he came to kill 2 birds with just 1 stone, doing this and that and still making money. So this is him. He was performing at one of the nightclubs here in Ghana. This is Iyanya and the ladies. Oh, forget about ladies. Who said because someone says he cheated so they won't come. They are even going more. They are even going more. Look at the ladies. They were still dying for Iyanya right here in Ghana. In the name of coming to respond to Yvonne Nelson, man still cashed out the Nigerian spirit. One of the things I love about my people. They know how to turn situations around. Now, in one quotation, Richie, maybe I can read that quote. In one quotation, he said something. I want to read it. He says, Yvonne is a sweet girl. I'm sure the book is doing well. Obviously, because everybody is talking about it. I don't really feel good that I have to sit down on radio and talk about it because it is very emotional. I wish I and Yvonne Nelson could sit down and talk about it. This was one response that people saw and go like, wow, this is how a man should be talking to a lady who is bruised or a lady who is conned. This is one of the things they said. Now, in another video, he was also spotted saying this. Richie will show that video to us, and when I come back, I pick it from my people that, are we seeing this from someone who is in Ghana to do promotion, therefore he wants to speak in a more PR positive way, or really and truly, knowing what the lady is going through, this is how he wants to handle it? Watch video number 1. I'll be back.
You know, because when Yvonne said I broke her heart, don't forget, I was in my room, I just saw a post. You know, because when Yvonne said I broke her heart, don't forget, I was in my room, I just saw a post. Yeah, cheated on me. Let me tell you something. I remember that day I was looking at my Twitter. I lost almost 10,000 Ghanaian followers that day.
I know. Because he was even told that he shouldn't find his way to this country again.
You know, I was getting threats and all of that. And usually I don't come out to say, oh, this is, you know, this lady I was dating, she had this flaw, or this what she did. Because then you guys will say, this guy is talking like a woman.
Okay.
Right?
That was going to take me back to our next question.
But before we ask, because I know the question you want to ask, but I want to ask you this. You tweeted something about wait, watch out for my story or my version.
Oh, you know I'm not going to say shit.
Did you write that out of
that's just you and your feelings. You just like.
But at that moment,
I'm not.
did you want to?
Let me tell you what I don't like. Let me tell you what I don't like. I don't like when. Because check this out, I never come out to say I was dating this or I broke this person's heart. It's always the women who come out to say he broke my heart or this and that. I don't say shit. Sorry, can I say that?
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
But I don't really come out to tell you what happened in a relationship because I keep it really low key. But it's the women who always come out to say. I get my feelings when I see those kind of things because I'm human too, you understand? You know, you just meet a beautiful girl, you guys are trying to, you know, work something out. Convincing a girl to be with a guy like me is a lot of work. Because the minute you see me and you're cool with me, you go back to your friends and go, I'm in love. They go, with who? They go, yeah. They go, wake up. You're gonna get your heart broken. So I'm tired of that because I'm also human. I have emotions, I have feelings, I can be loved. I want to be loved. So I'm tired.
I mean, with
Well, that was Iyanya Kojo. Oh my goodness. Kojo is gossiping about GH1's beautiful studio. Beautiful. In fact, look at the color texture, how the place was looking.
It's beauty there, it's beautiful.
And that's it. It's beautiful. That's it.
But
But what? But how about what he was also wearing? Who also wears hoodie? Who also wears
if you
hoodie?
are in that condition,
No,
he's an artist. So that one it doesn't matter. You can wear
hoodie is for a certain weather. That's why
you
wear
can even wear metal. He's an artist, but the studio must be.
So if you're an artist, so you won't dress to suit where you're going to.
There's nothing like dressing to suit.
Hey! And then question a boxer shorts for better.
Obi afabi amaha.
It's okay. Let's move on to the issue. Because since you're on the mic, take it from there. What do you think about Iyanya's approach and how he is responding to the whole? It's okay. Iyanya's approach and how he is responding to Yvonne Nelson's issue. Let's make it.
Okay. I think he's patronizing Ghanaians. Yes, he's patronizing Ghanaians, and I like.
Nigerians will be very disappointed in you.
How?
That the guy is trying not to increase the pay of the lady. You think he's
patronizing? And that is it. You are trying to. Meaning,
yes.
Meaning, if he had his way, he would have gone otherwise. So he's patronizing Ghanaians, and I agree with where the direction he took going. Because the cases. When the book was released, when we saw his tweets, clearly he wasn't okay. He wanted to also say
back.
Yes. So, but after it is an afterthought. He saw how conversation is going when Sarkodie decided to speak his truth. Even right in this interview, he said yes. The woman, it's always the woman that comes out that Iyanya has broken my heart. But he has not come out to say anything about them. Because when you speak, the woman will now refer you as weak and all of that. So clearly, if he had his way, he would have given his side of the story. But the point is, he thought of it, okay, I can stay in Nigeria and say certain things, which will trend in Ghana anyways. But this time, let me come to Ghana because I also have a song that I'm promoting. Let me come to Ghana.
But an EP crowd.
Exactly. Let me come to Ghana and activate myself because now Ghanaians are talking about me. It's the right time for me. I have the attention of Ghanaians that they can pay, they can look at my works. Now, coming to Ghana, I think a lot of our platforms were thinking this guy is coming to review things. And I want to believe by now most of them are disappointed. They are highly disappointed by the way the guy is, the tangents he has taken. And that is the best because if he comes out to speak ill of Yvonne or give the part of history, maybe Yvonne, things that Yvonne also did during the relationship, yes, he will get the people who are biased towards Sarkodie to praise him. And the anti-Sarkodie will also, the ones who are for Yvonne, will also lambast him, will lambast him very, very hard. But because he's in Ghana, he may end up getting some biased people for Sarkodie hating him because it's like, this is our home. Where from you to come and even destroy our people and all of that. So he may be losing. And trust me, you are in Ghana. Anything can happen. You can't come to Ghana, come and disrespect somebody who is from Ghana. It may be either ways. Either you get all the mileage and all of that, but you need to also think. So going this way, speaking kind words about Yvonne, clearly he will win the love. And I see it's working for him. Because a lot of the women are praising him like this is how a man should talk and all of that. But deep down within him, if he had his way, he would have gone also like the tangent Sarkodie took. And also say how it is. But he realized, okay, a man did it and the man is being dragged. So let me be careful.
Handle mine with
exactly, and especially now that I have a product that I'm promoting. If I win the love of these people, I can channel it to for them to love my music. So he's being strategic. He's patronizing us. He's on a good strategy and it's working for him, but not because he wants to speak the truth. If he wants to speak the truth, definitely it will hit Yvonne very hard. So kudos to his strategy. I think maybe his advices are also good for choosing to speak this way. Even though, because I watched one interview on Star FM, and he was like, before Yvonne launched the book, Yvonne called him and told him to record a video to endorse the book.
Oh, I see.
Yes, to endorse the book, which he did. But he said Yvonne never told him that his name is in there.
But he told him to endorse it.
He told him to endorse it. So he said...
So it means he still has...
Oh, they still have contact. Same with Sarkodie, that Yvonne still have contact with the vibe.
Okay.
So he didn't know. If he had known that his name was in there, maybe he wouldn't have done it. So even clearly, that even shows you he's not happy that much. But he's in Ghana, so he needs to be very diplomatical with his speech.
Well, quick one. Let's finish all the stories.
Me, I'm not surprised. Everyone has their own temperament and how they deal with situations, especially in times of chaos.
Okay.
Yes, there are some people that are so predictable because of certain things that they've done in certain situations. So the moment something happens, everybody expects this particular person to react in a certain way. An example is Shatta. In recent times, so many people have been surprised with his actions because we know what he's done in the past, and his temperament is almost predictable. Now, with Iyanya and this particular situation, I know, yes, so many people would wish Iyanya would react like Sarkodie did. But we should also take it into account that these two people have different encounters with Yvonne Nelson. So that is another aspect that will inform how he is going to react. He doesn't have the same situation Sarkodie has with Yvonne Nelson. His story, yes, he also had an entanglement with Yvonne Nelson, but his is on a different direction. So his response wouldn't be the same as Sarkodie. Now, looking at the things that have happened, with his previous tweets and all that depicts anger, or somebody who probably wanted to also come at Yvonne Nelson. That, I agree with him, could be, yes, in the moment. In the heat of the moment, there are so many things that you can do or you can say. And given the chance, when you relax and study the situation, you probably might not react to like that way subsequently. So that's what he's just doing. And again, he's also looking at cashing out. Yes, in this situation there, everybody would cash out. Depending on how you do it. You can do it, win love for yourself and win cash. You can do it, win enemies for yourself. And you see Sarkodie's response. It is not as if he didn't know or he didn't foresee people coming at him. He knew, like when in planning that particular thing, he knew some of these responses would come. But he will also ask himself, what do I have to lose? Will these responses affect my career negatively to the extent that people would cancel me? No. So he would definitely do it. But Iyanya would also ask himself, I am coming to Ghana to promote this. This is a fine opportunity where I am trending in this particular jurisdiction and I can capitalize on it. How do I win them? And in fact, how do I do it without creating enemies for myself? I've seen instances whereby he was even asked and he said, Charlie, he talking about, yes, he is here to promote his stuff. He talking about Yvonne Nelson's, his issue with Yvonne Nelson's self makes him bad, like he feels bad about it. These are some of the antics that you do to patronize people and get them on your side. So in that sense, instead of him taking side with Yvonne Nelson or giving a speech, that would mean probably he's sympathizing with Yvonne Nelson, whereby the people who are backing Sark will come against him. Now he wouldn't do it. And if his speech also paints the picture of him towing or agreeing with Sark, the people who sympathizes with Yvonne Nelson will also come at him. So now his speech is almost neutral to the extent that you wouldn't know where to place him. In some instances, he's talking about the fact that he's pained and he would want to react. And you would feel like, okay, would he go the Sark tangent? Then he will come back again. Well, what else can I do? I almost lost about 10,000 followers and all that. But then I wouldn't want to. Yvonne Nelson is a sweet girl and all that. He's just massaging the situation.
I know, right?
He's just playing both sides so that he will be able to sell whatever he wants to sell with it, like to the people. Because yes, he is trending. There's a fine. This is free Wi-Fi for him. Free Wi-Fi for him to browse. Normally, he coming here would have taken some level of planning and certain level of investment to get some of these media attention.
True.
But now that it has been open for him, this is a fine opportunity, and I like the fact that he's been able to organize certain shows for him to play and cash out. See, his appearances, and now people would pay for Iyanya to just come and appear in their pubs, their places and all that. They are surrounded. People would pay to do it. And that is an opportunity that I wish so many people would see. When some of these things happen. Over the weekend, one happened with Dion Boachi. And I was privy to a certain conversation that
when he attacked Sarkodie.
Oh yes. In fact, the aftermath, I was privy to some backdoor information, and when I heard the conversation, I was like, it was very funny to me. I was like, yo, somebody is doing a different, like, yes, I know probably you have a different temperament, but when it's business, it's business.
Exactly.
Why don't you see it from the business side other than seeing it from the emotional side? You think Iyanya don't have feelings? He has feelings, so that he can come at Yvonne Nelson and he will get a good number of people backing him. But he's seeing these things through the business angle. Yes, to make sure he gets his business done. At the end of the day, feelings come, feelings go. You can be here today, you can be happy tomorrow. So there is no need for him to come at Yvonne Nelson. Maybe Sarkodie to him, this is his healing. Iyanya to this is his process of also healing. Maybe he keeping quiet or he concentrating on a different stuff. Some of us, me like this, when I'm hurt or I'm in certain emotional state, the best, my way of escaping is work. I will just find something and do. In that sense, I would. That is my escape plan. So in Iyanya, I think this is his, and me, I understand him and I agree with him. Charlie, this is one of the beautiful things, just like Sarkodie.
Well, Nana,
Yeah,
let's go.
I think he's being smart. Yeah, and it is a very beautiful political way of
very beautiful smartness.
Beautiful political way of winning people to your side. And as a musician, looking at his relevance in recent times, this is the best way to go. I mean, this is the best way. If you are even fighting with somebody and you are even stronger than the person, you don't walk to the person's room to go and beat him.
Yeah.
When you enter the person's house, it's either you are going to give maybe warning or you are going to make peace. You don't go there to go and beat the person. It is not done like that. In fact, if you do it, you are making a very big mistake. So for him to travel down here, it means that he has just sat back and realized that, okay, instead of going to just tell my story and make Yvonne Nelson feel bad or label her publicly as ABCD, let me just look at the bigger picture. The bigger picture here is, putting his image back into the public domain, gaining his relevance as a musician or as an artist in the commercial space. And when he came here, he's playing shows.
Yeah.
You understand? So from there, he's dropping his EP, and that is what, instead of reactions like, okay, you Iyanya, why are you attacking Yvonne Nelson? Why are you saying this about Yvonne Nelson? Why you do all those, instead of all those noise, now what people will be doing is that, oh, okay, look at how this guy is also talking about the issue. Look at how he's even reacting to it. Okay, let me listen to that EP that he has dropped. Let me listen to his songs. Oh, I don't even know him. Or
let me go and find
out who he is. That is how he is going to win now. That is how he's going to win now. So I think he sat back to watch reactions from both and like from Yvonne's side, from Sarkodie's response to Yvonne and all of that. And now he said, no, instead of making people talk and attack ourselves individually and all of that, no, let me take this path first, so that people will rather come
make
and find
peace
out
and do business alongside.
That's the thing.
That's exactly what he is doing. It's PR. And PR is not always about telling the truth. It's about making people believe or get the message. It's simple as that. Maybe you can even have a story that is not true, but if you can present it properly for people to buy it, you are done. So that is exactly what Iyanya is doing, and there's nothing wrong with that. He has chosen this pattern. Let's just leave it like that.
Well, beautiful responses from my panel members. Now, what do you also have to say? Do you think Iyanya is speaking from his honest point of views, or once again, like everybody thinks, being politically smart to make sure he cashes out in the euphoria and to also be in the system to still survive? Yaw Tog has been talking, and Yaw Tog is one of the artists I wish well, knowing how hard our industry is. I still continue to pray for him anytime, anywhere. Now, in this particular interview, Yaw Tog seems to be talking more for music than education. So he was asked that you are just done with senior high school. What is next for you is to continue to the tertiary level, aka university, or any other level education that you would want to go. And the gentleman is saying that at this time, school should wait. Someone will say he rubbished school. School should wait. School is not the ideal thing now. No, school can't do the things I'm looking forward to do. Let me do my music. Let me get the hit songs. When I'm done, I think I've got enough money to take the money to do the things I want to do, including even paying for the school fees. Then I can go back to school. Online, we have opinions divided online. And there are some people who think that Yaw Tog spoke well. Others also think that no, that was an ignorant point of view. You don't know and you can't compare education to music and that kind of style. Here in the studio, I don't know what my people think though, but I would want us to catch this interview from Kumasi, and when we watch a little bit of it, I come back and ask my people that what is their position? Do they agree with Yaw Tog or they disagree with him when he said he would at the moment put premium and value on music than education? Watch this. I'll be right back.
I'm working. That's an only idea many social. So I'm working. That's an only idea many social. So oh yeah, that's true though. But university in Jamaica, university will never give me money to survive in life, you know. So my shadow are planning my life. Say me person me nyaka cars in my university because this year then I'm doing my school fees. So I've really planned my life in a way. Meaning time I make school. Yeah. So right now I'm there. Me born my school fees never go. Yeah. I'm working. That's an only idea many social. So oh yeah, that's true though. But university in Jamaica, university will never give me money to survive in life, you know. So my shadow are planning my life. Say me person me nyaka cars in my university because this year then I'm doing my school fees. So I've really planned my life in a way. Meaning time I make school. Yeah. So right now I'm there. Me born my school fees never go. Yeah.
Well, so that was Yaw Tog in that interview on Hello FM. And I want to believe that my people have their opinion on Yaw Tog's opinion. Ro, start this for me. What is your position on what Yaw Tog is saying?
It's understandable. In fact, guy is more or less like people will tell you, sure, I sit in He knows the situation. He knows how hostile the whole ecosystem is. And yes, it is more or less like a forest. When you are at the back, you would see it as very like all one and united. But when you step into it, then you know that Charlie, each one for himself.
The trees are not together like that.
Of course. And looking at him and his situation, as far as his music career is concerned, you would have to prioritize one over the other at certain points. you can't do both at the same time. It is not possible. One will definitely suffer, and it also boils down to where you think you are going to get your satisfaction in terms of whether it is money or even self-satisfaction. So to him, he feels now money has priority, and when he weighs tertiary education and his music career, he feels the music career can do a better job than he gets in a tertiary education now. And he wants to prioritize that. Nobody would force him, because if you want to challenge him, he can give you 1,001 examples, 1,001 mentors who have gone through the same channel. It doesn't mean that you also taking the tertiary route is also not possible. In fact, Amrado is doing it. And even though it is early days yet, when you ask him, he will tell you that, oh, so far it has been good. That is him. We can't compare Amrado to Yaw Tog. They both have different routes that they are plowing. So me, I understand him, and I would just advise him that since he's decided to choose this particular path, he should be focused and be consistent with it. That is the only way. See, every road that you choose is good, but what will make it good or bad is the result. If he is able to succeed, nothing else would matter. Unless he fails, unless he's not able to meet whatever he's targeting. But if he would be able to make it at the end of the day, it would never be a bad decision. No matter whatever you say, no matter the degree and masters that you think you think you can use to insult him, if he becomes a successful musician through that, nothing else will make sense. Of course. Papers. So me, it is not a straightforward jacket outcome like that with the decision that he's taking. I can only advise him and urge him to push on and be consistent and focused with what he is doing, because yes, this particular trade is not 1 + 1 is 2 like that. Sometimes 1 + 1 + 1 can give you 0 and you might not understand, and you can get frustrated. So me, I will just send love and light to him and just urge him on to do more and stay focused in the path that he's chosen. But I will not hold him for quote and unquote abandoning tertiary education. If at a point he feels like he's satisfied and he wants to go like the likes of Ochame Kwame have all done, it is good for him.
Like now, Sammy just completed Gimpa.
So case closed.
Well, Nana, continue from there. Let me get your opinion on Yaw Tog's position on education and music.
Razan, I don't have a problem with the decision that he has taken, but I'm a bit worried how he disclosed such a decision in public like that. I mean, there are certain decisions that we've all been taking that you don't have to put them out until you achieve whatever results or goals you are looking for. This is like giving yourself out to the public, like it will come back with a lot of pressure even on you as a young man. You've taken the decision. When you go for interviews, some of these things you don't disclose them. That is my only worry. I think he did not communicate well in that sense, and if I were to be him, I wouldn't have even put out some of these things like, oh, I don't want to, I'm putting education aside now, I want to focus on music.
So that is what he really wants to do. How were you expecting to have said it?
Just
but that is what he wants to do.
That is exactly what, as we are sitting here, we are not doing one thing.
No.
None of us here is doing one thing.
Yeah.
But one out of the many things that we are doing have taken our priorities. It doesn't mean we are paying less, like we don't want to do the other things that we want to do. But you don't put those things out. What I'm saying is that in life, like generally in life, don't put out your plans like that in the public space like that until you are able to achieve it. So when you think and you make certain decisions about what you want to do, what you want to do in the future, what you want to achieve, keep your mouth shut. Some of these communications, like putting it out, making everybody know, oh, now Yaw Tog have taken a decision to put education aside and focus on music. We all know the kind of conversation and understanding people have when we are talking about education and coming to do show business in our country here. we all know how people, like even our homes, where we come from, where we grew up from, the like the way they
our parents, what they expect from us,
their expectations and all of that. So the thing is, everybody have taken such decisions before. Personally, to me, I think it was wrong. And if Yaw Tog is watching this video, next time when he goes for interviews or anywhere and he has similar decisions, he should not disclose them to anybody.
How about people who would also argue this is an artist who is being real, and like we keep saying, if you go for an interview, you have to be real, like speak what you want to talk about.
Being real depends on an individual. Nobody determines what you should be real about. We are all real. We all say we are real people, but at the end of the day, it is not everything that we can disclose on platforms like this. So being real is about me. It's not about what somebody is expecting me to say or somebody is expecting from me. It's about what I have chosen or I have decided to put out. That is my reality. Just take it like that. So you going about to say some of these things now. Roland was saying that if he achieves, he is able to achieve whatever goals that he wants to achieve as a musician. Yes, we should. It's true. That is perfect. But what if it comes out the opposite way? Do you know the kind of pressure that will come on this young man? Do you know the kind of conversation people even have about him? The heavy load, the heavy burden, the kind of how depressed he will even be as a young guy. The other day when I was on this, I said that, see, there are certain decisions that we take today that because of our situations, the circumstances we find ourselves in, they may come out as good decisions. But tomorrow, they may look bad. It is the same good decision looking bad tomorrow. Because tomorrow there's situations and circumstances can change.
Differ. Yeah.
So some of the things, these are some of the reasons why if you take some of these decisions, keep them in your mind, keep them in your head, and work towards it. It is good. Like everybody is doing it too. Doctors are doing the same thing. Yes, politicians are doing the same thing. Everybody is doing some of these things. Some of these, like, it is not new. This is like growing up life realities. And then you'll be up on a secondary school or like somebody who can take care of him in the tertiary space. So maybe somebody would want to even go and work small, gather some money, get some financial muscles before he will enter into. And it's a good decision. Like, why should we force anybody for taking such a decision? But you don't say some of these things. And I say in Komodibia, they are the truth, they are the realities. Obiti me crap out from one, but young can't be you.
And Obi be some crowd to papa.
What I say, young can assembly and the Tana baby na ya can. Until America say he should watch that thing next time. Like, he should know what realities he is putting out there, what real thing, how real he wants to be to the people or to the public, what he wants to say at the time. He should watch it, because all these things will come back to tell that you're a good communicator or maybe you know how to grant interviews when you are catch up behind the microphone.
Well, could you wrap up on this one for me? Yaw Tog's opinion about education and music. Music. I remember that guy. Twice major. The music. Could you?
He spoke perfectly well, and I love him for how he responded to that. You see, one thing that has worried us as a people is the fact that they made us, growing up, they made us know that it is only education that, and when I'm talking about education, like going to the formal education that will make one successful. It has worried us as a people, because not all of us were fit for that system. And even our space.
But if you look at our country, looking at the percentage, has it not saved more people than people who don't have the informal education?
People who are.
Because it is not true, like face value, no, but in our system, let's look around. The percentage of those who have gone through and are doing fine
and those who have not gone to school and are doing fine.
They are doing
If
fine.
you compare,
But there are so many. When you strike that percentage, it is flawed crowd because
no,
it
can't be flawed.
in a class that check it from primary to maybe tertiary. How many of these people who went through the school formal education system are bank managers and all that compared to
no, it's not about bank managers. But once again, you would also know that the number of people who might have dropped from school and those who continued and maybe completed and where they are and those who dropped to, would you consider you? I'm sure you still meet some of your schoolmates who for some reason dropped. You and them, are you equal?
Some of them are far better than me.
That's what I'm saying. The percentage, how many of them are far better than you? And
they can be plenty.
So even with that, what I said is the problem is they just made it like it's the only way.
Okay.
The perception. So it's like if you don't go through school, you are not part of the system, which is false. Even deep down, if they are going to do the analysis, the number of graduates that comes out from our institutions every year, and number of them who are home who get employed, it doesn't tally.
Yeah,
it doesn't tally. And it's like if you are coming from a rich home, you are going to school for knowledge. But if you are coming from a poor home, you are going for survival. To make money.
Yeah,
like good. That's the only bridge between you and the rich man, or people coming from the rich background. And so the bottom line is money. The bottom line is money. And Yaw Tog is not an illiterate. He's completed senior high school. The problem is people are asking, will you go back to school? Will you go back to school? And guys, school tertiary is not for free. You pay school fees. And it's the same money that I'm looking for if I go to tertiary, if it is for knowledge, and I'm not going to use the certificate to work, but for knowledge, then school becomes just a mere formality. So if I have time, let me go and work. Then I will be going to the school just to satisfy my self-esteem or whatever, but not because I'm going to school to get certificate and go to office and work.
As a musician.
No, as maybe as add to your
a white collar job.
Exactly, add to whatever you are doing now. So dude is like, no, I'll go. He didn't rubbish the school. He didn't say he won't go back to school again. In the interview, he said now he's gathering his money because now he has to go back to school and support himself. So let me use music now, concentrate on music now. Then when it gets to a time that I know I have money, I will do. And clearly, do you think he will get the certificate and drop music and go and use the certificate to work at the office? All other things being called. If his music career is still doing well, cashing it and out, I don't think he can get a job that can match up to the earnings he's making from music. So clearly the music will be priority. Just that he will go for knowledge to, advance himself or get understanding of things. Even me, people when are you going for your degree, when are you going for your master? The first certificate I no chop in money finish. So allow me. If I get I will go.
Allow me
but we make money. We make money small because the bottom line is money. The bottom line is money. And we have a lot of examples of people who didn't go through that formal school system and they have made it. Especially with their talents. A lot of them who have made it out there. So if even he takes a stance that I will not go to school again, and who has problem with that? Who has problem with that he hasn't made a good decision? What about the graduates who are not getting work to do? Graduates who are poor.
Unemployed graduates.
We have a lot of graduates who are so poor. Their life is no better than anybody. People who are even selling in traffic are better off. They are living a good life.
Some commercial drivers.
So it is there like that. Our system is like, go school. That is how we were brought up. So even if you are not sound academically, you feel shy to go and even learn other trades.
Because the moment you go there now, everybody knows your type.
Exactly, and that has affected us as a people. It has really, and even affected us as creatives. The problems we are facing with our leaders is some of this mindset that they don't even respect creatives. Because when we're back in school and you can even play football, and that is you, it's like they look down on you. You are not good academically, but you have that talent of playing football. They don't even value you. The system will not support you. Before you realize your life is wasted. Meanwhile, that person could have become a better person with football. The likes of Michael Essien and all those players, go and see their mates. Who can they compare their salaries to them? They can't. But they may be brilliant in school, far ahead of them. But because they also use their talent. And now, for the light is coming that even people who are graduates, they go to university and come back and they are fashion designers, they are makeup artists and all of that. They are using their talent. They went to school for the knowledge, but now they are using their talent and all of that. So someone like Yaw Tog going to school is for knowledge acquisition. It is not to let him get money. That will be it. He will not go to school and 4 years and get certificate and drop music and go to office to work. But for him, it will be an advancement of knowledge. That cannot be compared to somebody who also starting without any other source of livelihood. So they will tell you when you go through the schools that at least you can get somewhere to work with your certificate. So for Yaw Tog, he spoke very well, and I think it is we should allow people to. This is not big deal that will affect
to shoot their shot.
No, like how will you judge him like he didn't speak right for saying that, oh, I want to work small, gather money before I'll go to school. So as you said, Sammy just graduated. And Sammy, how long has he been in the system? After secondary school for so many years. And
I attended a remedial class with him.
And he is successful. At least he has a place to stay. He has some businesses to run. So now he's going to school for maybe other purposes. Exactly, unlike other people. So they should cut the boy some slack. He's taking a good decision. Because if he spends some time in school now, calculate that okay, he's also going not to be free now. Maybe he can't combine. Not everybody can combine the two at the same time.
No.
So if he's losing out on the music and he's going to school, he has to pay for his own school fees, maybe some family burdens and all of that. After the school certificate, what are you going to use it for? If it's about knowledge, you can even learn online and other short courses for knowledge. Maybe knowledge that is relatable to his what he's doing now. Maybe some marketing courses and all of that, just for him to understand how he can project his music now. But aside that, the decision is solid.
Well, so to Yaw Tog, we wish you well in whatever decision you have taken. Social media is some section of social media, they are still not happy with Yaw Tog for that response, because to them, education is the supreme. To them, those who don't agree, they think education is the supreme, and that if you get your degree or your certificate, you can still go back to the studio and do your thing. That is what he's saying. Well, let's move on to other stories, and let's cross over Ghana to America as well as to Nigeria, where through news report, that is Andy's through news report. Big ups to you, Andy. It reads, U.S. city of Houston declares July 7th Davido Day following electrifying concert. As in, U.S. city of Houston declares July 7th Davido Day following electrifying concert. Now, this is the story. Then when I come ask my people, what does this mean to Davido? What is in it for him? What are some of the benefits or not in there? In an unprecedented move, the city of Houston, Texas, officially declared July 7th as Davido Day in honor of the renowned Nigerian artist Davido, following his electrifying concert held last night at the Toyota Center. Now, the declaration comes as a testament to the artist's significant contributions to the music industry and his unwavering connection with fans worldwide. A council member made the proclamation in the name of Mayor Sylvester Turner right on the stage where the concert was taking place. The concert, as part of this timeless tour, took place at Houston's renowned concert venue, Toyota Center, attracting thousands of fans who eagerly awaited Davido's captivating performance. The artist did not disappoint, delivering an exhilarating show filled with his chart-topping hits and energetic dance routines. Fans were treated to an unforgettable evening as Davido showcased his dynamic stage presence and engaged the audience throughout the night. The recording artist couldn't hide his joy as he paused out in a Twitter post and said, "Houston, man," with emojis of crying, fire emoji, and many more. Bon David Adeleke rose to prominence with his debut Damiduro in 2011 and has since released 4 successful albums, including his recent Timeless, earning numerous accolades and collaborations with international artists. His music has become a global phenomenon, garnering millions of streams and captivating audiences worldwide. Let's go catch that announcement that was made on behalf of the mayor, Sylvester. And when I come back, I ask my people that, what does this mean to Davido? It actually came with a letter of proclamation. Maybe later my editor or director will show that to you. It came with a letter of proclamation. Big one, as in U.S. City of Houston declares July 7th as the... Okay, so that is the proclamation letter. July 7th. So July 7th in Houston is always Davido Day. What it means that this day, it is a cash out day for him, like constant. Hey. Hey, Charlie. Well, let's listen to how the announcement was made. And when we come back, ask my people, what does this mean to Davido? In Ghana, some artists have gotten keys to some cities and I'm going to grab my episode. Let's go catch this. I'll be right back.
To Arena, headlining Afro Nation around the globe. And close to Arena, headlining Afro Nation around the globe. And closing the 2022 World Cup performance seen by over 250 million people. The city of Houston commends Davido and his significant contributions to the music industry and extends best wishes for his continued success. Therefore, I, Councilmember Edward Pollard, on behalf of Sylvester Turner, Mayor of the City of Houston, hereby proclaim July 7th, 2023 as Davido Day in the City of Houston. It's a dream.
21K capacity in Houston, Texas, and that was the video, the proclamation, and once again, 7th July, Texas. Hey. What does this mean to Davido? Davido Day in Texas. And Texas is one of the richest cities in America.
Yeah. You made mention of our people, some of them who have the keys. So I want to know, how is this thing given? These
the mayors in the state
offices.
The mayors in the state, they have the power to give you that recognition.
Okay.
The mayors have the
mayors
power
of the state.
But they give it to people who are doing things significant to the state.
Okay.
So for instance, maybe in Houston, it's been long a native played a show like this. And him being a foreigner came to do this show, was able to gather 21,000. To them, it is a big achievement from a non-native, and they want to recognize him for this. And so this day has been given to him forever and ever. And it is in the book, so it's not as if NPP will come and throw this away.
Throw it away. What if another mayor comes in?
No, you can't throw it away.
Is it revocable?
No, those people, you can't throw it away.
Okay.
They are not like NPP.
So big news, big achievement. And it's an inspiration to any African musician or African creative, that whatever you do, if you do it well, the world will just be in your palms like this. And Davido and his colleagues, what they are doing all over the world, just sends back inspiration to Africa and their people that they need to also push. And it is that achievable. Davido 5 years ago wouldn't dream of getting this, but with hard work, perseverance, and all of that, here is him giving the whole city a day for Davido. Some of their own artists, I don't think most of them have this. Some of their prime artists, some of them don't even have this privilege. For him as an African to get this is a plus. And I want to believe they also want to tap into the new African culture and the music that is taking over the world stage. And so giving this to somebody who is also a frontier for the genre is a right direction. It's a step in the right direction because now we are adapting into different cultures. People who are from Africa, from other parts of the world, we want to also bring them in. And he's staging an event in there. It is not only about him winning. The people also win. There's an economic value to the state. So if he's pulling a lot of even the black community or some white people or people from other parts of the world into Texas because of that celebration, it is also business for the people. So it's a good news for Davido. And I want to know how they are going to utilize it. As you mentioned with the keys from our people. I don't know if it is key soap or what, because if you have a key, you have to open doors. You have to open doors. So it's only key soap that when you wash it will finish. But if you have a key, still you can open door in it. So they should open the doors for us to see that, yes, this is the benefit of being given a key to a state or what. But now, let's go down to how he's going to utilize it. I'm not sure it will be only limited to the date that has been given. Aside the date, beyond the date, what else can he do to also activate himself?
One thing I see, which is automatic that he shouldn't play with, is that every July 7th he can play a show.
A concert, yes. So before and after July 7th,
what can he also do?
That power also do certain things for him? Yes, because if you have that authority, then it means, okay, it shouldn't be just one-off event. Now you can even use that same mandate to organize some events or organize certain things that will activate yourself the more within the space. So big congratulations to Davido, and the message and the inspiration is great that every African can achieve this. If you don't give up, you keep working hard, nature maybe will smile at you.
Wow, thank you. Yes, Ro, what do you also see coming Davido's way with this declaration?
That's is huge, and let me say congratulations to him. It will be not only artist, but everybody's dream to get such a huge recognition. In our local setting, like you said, yes, we have people who have also received certain keys to certain states, including our very own president, even giving some of our people here in this country certain keys and stuff, or certain form of recognition. So it is one of them. In our local settings, we have what they call the chieftaincy titles and all that, where people get certain recognitions and chieftaincy titles in other regions where they are not even from. We have musicians who have received certain chieftaincy titles even up north, playing to so many of them, and it is similar, but this is more or less like a bigger version. To them, they don't have that traditional setting to be given those titles, so this is also their way of honoring and recognizing people. And these things are not just done for ordinary people, not because you've come to play show, but it means that you have certain form of influence in that particular place, and looking at your brand positioning and the things that you stand for, you tend to give a lot to that particular community than probably so many people, which is why they would want to encourage you and your likes. This recognition goes beyond the video. It goes beyond him, because they know recognizing the video means that they are going to encourage so many people who like the video, people who aspire to be like the video, people who would even wish to even move with the video to come and do something in Texas. And these are some of the reasons which will motivate people to give certain people some recognitions. It means that yes, your influence have grown so much. See, we are in this country, and somebody like Kiddy was trending in India, to the extent that it even landed him a collaboration. Guy hits platinum in India. Meanwhile, in this country, he never hits platinum. You understand? So yes, you can be somewhere doing your own thing, just working hard, and your recognition can be huge somewhere else. And some of these things are just motivational ways of encouraging you to still do more. So yes, our people, we know now it's after the recognition, it boils down to how you can utilize it. And like you said, if not for anything at all, see, when I said it goes beyond the video, at a point where the video would feel like, Charlie, I just want to relax, the video can just hold a concert in his name in Texas, and he can put lots of people from his country on. If he wants to do it, he can just organize a concert in his name, pull all the young artists there, and all of them would go and support him just in the name of the video. Other states can also emulate, as well as other countries, which is why when we bring it down here, sometimes I feel sad on how we treat certain people, because certain people have huge influences that some of these encouragements can go a long way to even motivate them. An example is what Stonebwoy said not long ago about the Akuma village. Assuming some people or some influential people who have certain powers in that particular place tries to encourage people like Stonebwoy, do we know that how Akuma village would have been by now? Imagine that, oh, they said we want to make Stonebwoy the face of Akuma village for 2 years. Stonebwoy, with his brand and his positioning, wouldn't want anything attached to his name to go down the drain or be in shambles. He will go the length and breadth to make sure there is an elevation to the place. And if they are able to make Stonebwoy the face of Akuma village for 2 years, another artist who also aspires to be like Stonebwoy would also work hard so that they can equally make him the face to elevate the place the more. And that is what they've done to the video. Now, the video would not let, any time there's a call from Texas, unless he's incapacitated or he's down and he can't do anything, the video will always answer their call. And this win goes both ways, to the artist as well as the state. So I will encourage everybody who has certain form of recognition, even if it is a region or a tribe who has recognized you. But I mean, some of these things, you don't take them for granted. Yes, you might say, oh, Charlie, at this point, yes, it is a recognition, and when I have my own way, I'll go and do something there. But Charlie, sometimes if you're able to capitalize on some of these things and go beyond our ways, it will go a long way, not only help us, but future generations as well.
True. Yes, Nana, wrap up on that one. Let's look at the very last one.
Yes.
Before we run away from here.
Brother, this is big. This is very, very big, and we all want to say congratulations to Davido. This means business is flying for Davido. This is a huge, this is going to add up to the already big status that he has among his peers, and I mean, this is a bragging right for him and his followers. I think that we should also commend the state, the mayor, for not having, not hesitating to, recognize an African who is doing something significant to their country. I think the difference between these people and us is that they look beyond the comparisons and bring a foreigner or an international person into the country to overshadow your colleagues and your people. But they look beyond the benefits that will come to the states and work towards that. And I think that is very, if you have a developmental brains, this is how you should think.
I'm looking at the Accra mayor giving some of this recognition to
you. I'm coming there. I'm coming.
I'm coming.
People who have
You don't add some to those who don't.
I'm coming there. You see. When we were playing the video, I was trying to.
Some people do it.
Some of these things.
Give it to those who don't have.
When you were playing the video, I was trying to look for a list of even American artists that have some of these recognitions or declarations done for them. And I had a few, including the late Michael Jackson, Bob Marley.
I see.
They are not declared like, okay, you've come to perform or host a show and it is contributing to how they are. The understanding I got from the piece I read is that on their birthdays, they think that generally these musicians have contributed significantly to the American country. So on their birthdays, maybe let's say 24th August, if it is I'm not saying that it's Michael Jackson's birthday. If it is a certain artist's birthday, they will declare that day as Artist A's Day.
Okay.
Just as the June 7th,
the day he performed,
declared as Davido's Day. So there are things like that, but the only difference is, what went into the thoughts of declaring the day as Davido's Day and declaring a certain date as Michael Jackson's Day. That is, but they have a list of American artists that they have declared certain days for them, but all is related to their birthdays. I've seen that of, I think, Rihanna, I've seen Bob Dylan, I've seen Michael Jackson, as I already said. So I think Davido is the first big African artist that have gotten such a recognition, and this is going to go into history books. Like, we had an artist from Africa who was the first person that they declared a certain day for him in America, and this is huge. So when we bring it to our end here, our part of the world here, please, sometimes the conversations we have when people are giving some of these recognitions is also not too in a good taste. When people are doing, like I said, when you have a developmental brains, you think about the benefits, whatever recognition you are giving to currency will add to your general goal, like what you want to achieve for the space or your country.
What will also come?
What is coming? Don't look at what the person is taking out. Normally, our arguments and our emotions comes to play when we are only thinking about what he is taking from us. Why is he why is the person being treated better than
the rest of us?
The rest of our people. We shouldn't always limit ourselves to such thoughts. It doesn't bring growth. If imagine waking up and seeing Americans on Twitter trending the video, and then when you click on the trends, all the conversations they're having, why is Davido a Nigerian and you are bringing him to America and declaring a day for him, and he's not one of us? Why is Rihanna there? Why didn't you declare? Because definitely if you should say it is because of the show he hosted, we will equally get American artists that who have done similar things or have done even better things than that.
But they are not hungry, so they won't.
Hungry.
Look confused.
Yes, because I'm also imagining if Wizkid has had a successful show at the stadium, the one that he missed there, if that show had been successful, then he declared that Krabi will come. Today is Wizkid Day. Can you talk room?
Have you done it for Saco? No, have you done it for Saco? Have you done it for Stone Boy?
So
they have done it for them already.
That is the point. That the thing is,
they have done it already. All of them.
But how can it? Even apart from the individual artists comparing, why haven't you done for this and what? I think this mayor is looking beyond some of these conversations.
The president has also given Shatawale a key.
So the key can only open doors here
in Ghana.
Which side of Ghana?
The whole Ghana. The whole Ghana. President give you key. The whole Ghana.
So Sammy, wrapping up, I want to say that Davido is doing well. This means that his business is flying, and he should, he shouldn't let it become one of the things that we see artists do, like when they achieve certain, you know, recognitions, we don't see what comes out of it, what they are doing with those things and all of that. He should take advantage of this thing and, you know, do more projects, you know, work, and so that the other people in Nigeria can also benefit from some of these wins.
Well, congratulations once again to Davido and his people who are flying high the flag of Afrobeats, and so far it's looking so good. We say big ups to them any day, anytime. Yes. Now on Twitter, throughout last week, Ghana versus Nigeria was really brewing, thanks to Olele Salvador representing Ghana, and man like what's his name again? Say again? Joey Akan representing Nigeria.
In the green and white.
And whilst we were thinking that, oh, if it is Ghana and Nigeria there, everybody who is a Ghanaian should rather be supporting the Ghanaian representative. But no. A big no. Why am I saying a big no? One DJ Slimming, aka Kwaku Slim, has thrown out a video which suggests that he does not support Olele Salvador in that particular encounter with Joy Akan, especially on the drill that we've seen Nigeria starting what they call the Nigerian drill, and the fact that they did not give recognition to Ghana being one of the countries that has made drill very attractive for Grammys recognition. Now, someone is asking that, DJ Slim, this is something that your people are trying to fight for, to protect for themselves, so that they will benefit from it. But you, instead of you to join in that fight, you are rather playing against, saying that Olele Salvador and his people at Three Music should shut up, because they were even ready to kill this Asaka movement some years ago. Well, I have a video for you and a post. Maybe Rich, I don't know if you want me to read the post before the video, then we will do it. Olele Salvador has been attacked heavily by DJ Slimming, who thinks that he shouldn't be doing that particular thing because he himself and his people, they are the real problem. He said he himself and his... Oh, no, if the test not ready, we can watch the video, then that's it. If the test not ready, we can watch the video and we run away from there. Because it is what it is. DJ Slim has been bashing. And today, I want us to look at it. That our people, how are we going to handle it as an industry? When some people are for it and others are against it, how do we handle it? Watch this.
If Nigerians decide right now to take drill music, we no go fit do foco. We as a group. If Nigerians decide right now to take drill music, we no go fit do foco. We as a group. Yentimi nyehwe, we no go fit do foco, then we take am. Ombefa. Yo, the team at Three Music, I saw Olele, no Olele defended, then. Olele, chill, bro. Chill. We me G, but Charlie, chill. Because you know perfectly when this drill music came, drill by yeah, drill who yeah, push it drill agenda, yeah, say. You people started the division. You people are Three Music, most started division, no? You started the division through NYDJ. When NYDJ posted, a friend is saying, Yaw Tog, because you had Yaw Tog and you couldn't get to Asaka Boys. And why? You were piping the agenda through him. Say Asaka Boys are stepping out of Three Music Awards is because they are afraid of Yaw Tog. He started the division agenda. Olele, now come be now. And then to see you on social media defending it, yeah, you're good, cool level. Oh, let me see if I can get Olele's picture. This is the guy who is defending it. When he defended Ghana drill against Nigeria. Why are they? Why are they? But he was a part of it. Some of will not count. This is Olele. Olele. That's Olele Salvador. Olele was part of the team that started the division among Asaka boys. They deepened it. And I bet to Olele Sameboa Pibra, Nafi, let me know. He was a part of it. Tima Omu deepen this unity among Asaka boys. Okay. And 3 Music TV was the pioneer front on Mokahu. I would not lie. Sadiq is my guy, but I would not lie on this issue. I would not lie. Ricky Tennyson, all these guys, all these mandems, they are my people. I will not lie. They deepen the friends and issues and also Asaka boys with their utterances and playing factions on them. This is Olele. Gatekeepers, maybe your margin said, once the sound is coming and it's coming from Kumasi, they are going to hate it. That is Asaka.
And so real quick, this video is to Olele Salvador, and of course, not just Olele, Oma social media, one way or the other. I don't know if it's trolling or if it's you guys having fun and not be before. I don't know what it is, but going back and forth with the Nigerians on this app. First and foremost, Olele, I've seen your claims. You are trying to say it's an Uni 3 Music TV as at the time as Adi and Koso. You use a word like uncouth. Well, what is uncouth is you trying to dodge from the obvious. That your media outlet played a very, very vital role in the divisive nature of drill music and free Kumasi Eba. I don't want to drag that issue because I may drag that issue. A very honorable brother like Baba Sadiq Nehobebem. Because if Omo Mohesi here would just go on Google and search the number of artists that your media outlet has dragged a dozen. Even currently as you Olele, Oti social media, all Ghanaian, we can check the number of songs or music videos that are being played on your video channel. Tally that of Ghanaians and that of the Nigerians. So the thing is, remember, let's not come out as all clean, all righteous. There's work to do. What I'm saying is that there's work to do. Ejuma was here. Ejuma Ben was here. Ejuma said we need to understand each other. We need to understand the ecosystem proper. If it's a proper decision, say we have to make, say we have to project Ghana music ahead of anything. That should be the case. Other than to be on social media thinking, say, oh no, I'm presenting them fact. Ghana, we do this, we do that. Charlie, I get time before. It not be property. I get time before. It never be property. The thing is that the guys are ahead. How did they do it? Let's study how they did it. Yeah, to social media no sooner. Yeah, tweet, near screenshot 2 way, near for video way. When have I never me? Unless Olele, you don't know me. When have have I ever not voiced out my frustration on anything related to my people? Me, forget you. From Flokingstone to Asaka, if then they do something way be wrong, me, I go talk them. If that is what you call division, hey bro, then you are wrong. Extreme, bro. You took him promise on for no reason. Charlie what you are looking for is the progress of Adieno. I'm telling you, Olele, whatever you are doing, whatever you figure say you are on social media doing safeguarding or gatekeeping, bro, the real work is in the frequency. You should know this by now. Baby, when you're drone, you should know that if we start releasing music, if we start promoting music worldwide at a higher frequency than how they are doing it, we go overtake them in whatever genre way then they inside. They did not sit on social media to tell us that they are taking Afrobeat. They were working. They were not tweeting about it. They were working. No more yet, Juma. If we decide, if we have funding, and that should be the case. Whenever we talk about music and music funding, when an artist and then a manager issue, any investor issue, you were rallying behind the artist. You were rallying behind the artist. Now we don't have funding in our music industry, and you are on social media and in Ghana, we do this, we do that. Charlie Sadi and Mumi and Nyai, we've passed that. We've passed that. Plenty things, Charlie, we make mistakes. Mistakes, Nibi. The ship has sailed, though. Ship na sailing, the eye is on Africa now. The eye is on Afrobeat. What are we doing, Ghana, to get our fair share? That should be the conversation. We brought this. BBA Ghana for the buy. Into then tell us what you are doing with it. Charlie, we passed that thing. Ejuma wo ho. They are artists. What is giving us stress? Okay, what is giving us stress right now? Their artists they are on almost all the international media outlets. They are promoting their music. They are promoting their culture. It's giving us stress. They've been doing it successfully to the extent, say they are filling out arenas. They are filling out like 70,000, 80,000 arenas. These are the things that are giving us stress. Okay. So why don't we start looking at event promoters outside? Ghanaian event promoters, because if the big ones are not messing with us, why don't we start looking at the issue of event promoters? Why don't we even get down? Yanko UK, Yanko America, Yanko friend say Australia, Europe, Yanko find out what is really wrong with the Ghanaian population over there. More attending shows. These are the things that we should be looking at. Not sitting on Twitter to tweet with a blogger from Nigeria and you feel you are defending Ghana by doing that. You think that is the real job. That rather, my brother, is uncouth. And when you say be app and you are just so fascinated about the app, the real work is out there. The real work is out there and they are not sleeping. The guys, they are not sleeping. These Nigerians are not sleeping. They are researching and they are working. Let us get that into our heads. Say Ejumano on your Twitter. Right now, you have the attention. It's up to you to educate the people, to educate the masses. Say young sorry free at Toso. If we really want to see our music go, it has to be deliberate and intentional. It has to be deliberate and intentional if we want to see it go.
Well, so these are two videos from DJ Slim, aka The Street is Watching, aka Kweku Slim, aka DJ Slimin, who is also coming back at Olele Salvador for what he considers as uncouth. Not really that. What he rather wants to say that Olele Salvador should stop being hypocritical. He shouldn't come across and behave like he's now fighting for Asaka or drill music today, when in some time past he and his people at 3 music awards were also fighting against Asaka in a way. But interestingly, at that time, Olele Salvador was not even working with 3 Music then. Olele Salvador was then with City TV or City FM. When that time, the era of 3 Music Awards and the boys saying they won't join any awards, Olele Salvador was not there. It was Ricky Tennyson, Babasa, the internet was Babasa, the Kofawa. But we are closing. Roll, quick one, 3 minutes, 9 point. The next 10 minutes. Let's.
But in some parts where DJ Slim was saying, Charlie, the workday ground, there are so many things to be done rather than going on social media to have a banter and all that. That I agree with him. But in other sense, when he wants to go at or come at Olele Salvador, I think that aspect is where I totally disagree with him. Because if you ask me, I ask myself, okay, the fact that somebody disagreed with you in the past, does that mean that when people are coming to fight his system, he should sit down, fold his hands in between his legs and look at it. In that sense, then DJ Slim is also hypocritical as he is trying to describe Olele Salvador. Because there are so many instances that DJ Slim did not agree with people in the past. But today, let somebody come and attack those people, he will come and defend them. DJ Slim will not tell me that somebody would come and disrespect somebody like Shatawali without a cause, and he, DJ Slim, will be there and watch the person disrespect Shatawali. But we know DJ Slim in the past has disagreed with Shatawali on so many occasions.
Yeah, true.
So what Olele Salvador is doing, where is the hypocrisy here? He feels there is a misinformation against his faction, and he wants to defend it. This time, he's putting all differences that probably he had with this particular system in the past aside. And he is doing the Lord's work. This is what I call the Lord's work.
Exactly.
He is doing the Lord's work, and you want to call him like a hypocrite with this thing. I beg to differ, because if we should put DJ Slim in that same position, he is going to do the same thing. On the other hand, when he says that there is more work to be done, that I agree. The job is not only about social media, but it doesn't mean that. I want to ask DJ Slim again. Is the job of Olele Salvador to invest in the music industry?
No.
Is the job of DJ Slim to invest in the music industry?
No.
Is he not ranting on social media like Olele Salvador is doing?
Yes.
Then they are both wearing the same coat, if you ask me. Yes, DJ Slim has done a lot in the Ghanaian music industry. He's done a lot, paid his dues. But it will pain me for somebody to come and look at DJ Slim and say, now what do you know why? Or who have you helped? Because probably he's not made somebody the Davido or the Wizkid. Same way it will hurt me when somebody comes at Olele Salvador to come and say, because he's also made somebody like a Davido or a Wizkid, so he's also not done anything. Come on, this fight, regardless of whatever disagreement, I don't want to even justify Olele Salvador in that disagreement or whatever. That is also another conversation. Okay. But in this instance, Olele Salvador has not done anything wrong. Unless DJ Slim wants to say the information that Olele Salvador was putting about the Azaka music is false, then I would agree with him on that score to tell Olele to stop talking on social media.
Okay.
But if it is true, then why stop him? If it is true, then why go against him? If you have a personal issue, deal with that. Go through that particular line, and we would know. But if it is on this particular subject, come on, DJ Slim should give the guy a break.
Okay, Koto, 3 minutes for you, Roland.
Let me take you back some more. I want to understand how this fight came about. What is the history?
Okay, so it was what's his name, Joey Akan, who first made a post about some group of Nigerian hip hop stars called King Lou or something like that, who were coming up with a drill kind of music. And in his post he said, now that Nigeria is going global, Nigeria has a way of adopting sounds from places and making it their own. And he said to them, the drill that they have known is from UK, blah 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 blah, and now they also are going to do it, make it their own, and put in the African thing. And that was how
we have to educate the artist. It's not
triggered.
And what is the problem? What is the problem with what the person wrote?
Drill music, as has been mentioned by Grammys, Ghanaian drill. To them, like as an African who wants to do drill, even if you have to give recognition to someone, mention your people that okay, UK did drill, Ghanaians made it popular, got mentioned in the Grammys, and now Nigeria also wants to do drill.
I think this is too much self-entitlement. No, this is too much. Drill music, we are not the originators of drill music.
Never.
Yes, so I think it started in the US and UK also did it just 2011, 2012. So we are not originators of drill music. If it were to be High Life, that he's mentioning and maybe crediting some other sources, then we have a case. But this is a good statement by Joey Akan that Nigerians have a way of adopting sounds, making it their own. And so they are going to do it with the drill. The point is, Grammy has recognized Ghanaian drill.
Yes.
So nobody can claim ownership of that Ghanaian drill. As to the elements,
so because of that, you've also been inspired to do.
What shows because of that?
Nigeria was not doing drill.
It doesn't mean they can't do drill.
That's what I'm saying. That they have been inspired
by who?
By the mention of
so they've not been inspired by the true owners of the drill music. But they've been inspired by somebody.
Because all this while they never attempted it.
It is not the case.
Okay.
It is not the case. Maybe they saw Ghana being mentioned by Grammy and they want to do that. But that doesn't mean they need to come out and say, oh, Ghana started it and that is why we are also doing it. I think this is an unnecessary fight. Because you are not the owners. You are not the owners. One thing I agree with DJ Slim in the first video. The rest of the second video was more of they settling their personal scores between them. But the point is, what he said about the first video is that anybody can claim drill and you can't do anything about it, which is a fact.
Because you can't do focal.
You even now music genres are like stream. Everybody can fetch it. This Afrobeat that we are the last, I said that a white person can record an Afrobeat banger, and because of their influence per ratings, they can become the top artist of Afrobeat.
Beyonce was named as one of the biggest Afrobeat artists currently.
And you die.
And you throw it.
And you die because it's coming from your place. Then we have to be ready for the fight.
Heart attack.
Because it is global like that. And anybody can adopt it. Somebody can learn. Maybe the definitions of the Ghanaian drill will be the sound, the fusion of maybe the high life tunes and maybe the language as well. So if somebody also understand the elements and does it perfectly, they can be nominated as Ghanaian drill under if they are Grammy is considering them, and you can't do anything about it. And even we also want people to even come and do it. That is a way of making genres popular. If reggae was done by only Jamaicans, reggae wouldn't have been that popular. But we have other white people who also jump on it. And that is it. And I don't know if Nigeria as the frontiers of Afrobeat, at the end of every man, do they pay them salary? Do they pay Nigeria salary for royalties for being the originator of Afrobeat? No. Do they pay Jamaica?
No, they don't, but they get mentions.
Of course, mention we know,
which is good for business.
We know. But I'm asking this question. Don't give me if you have answers to this one.
No, they don't
give
pay them.
Exactly. So at times when we are fighting over some of this, I think of what the benefit will be.
When Shatawale was fighting for that song, did he pay royalties to Jamaica?
No. You allow him to fight.
And I'm happy. And I'm happy. DJ Slim was like, that is not the job. The job is now, if we have been mentioned, we put energy in there.
What are you going to do with it?
Make it loud on the world speed so that we can solidify it. Else, an American or a Nigerian can do Ghanaian drill. And that one, they will recognize it as Ghanaian drill. And that one, what will you do? Will you kill yourself? So, I don't see anything in the first. I think the energy from Olele was misplaced, because if what you told me was exactly what Joey Akan said, then why? What is the beef? Like, because he didn't recognize that, hey Ghana, we got a recognition first and that inspired you. So simply you have to say, I got inspiration from Roland. That is why I started doing my hair like this.
That one is true.
So if like they see this, like I grow it and I start braiding my hair like you, someone will say, oh, Roland will say that. If I don't, it's fine. So please. There is no fight here. We have our Ghanaian drill, and it has been recognized as such. We can have South African drill. We can have Benin drill. We can have Togo drill, Nigerian drill. Because we are not the true originators of the drill music. Same as hip hop and any other genre.
Even if you are the originator, somebody
can still do it and do it better than you.
Okay.
So they should cease this. Some of these fights is unnecessary.
Well, now that Reagan speaks finally, and we wrap up on today's edition of Showbiz Daily. That is the Monday after the weekend edition.
Well, my understanding into what Joey Akan and Olele Salvador is doing is, it has got nothing to do with somebody having a Gina and somebody coming to do some. It is simply a case or an issue of somebody thinking that you are twisting facts in 2023. And you see, the days that we find ourselves in now,
they are evil days.
Not just the evil days. You see, the days that we find ourselves in now, the platforms that are documenting and archiving facts is social media. If today DJ Slim wakes up today and somebody or a group of people starts changing, adding, oh, DJ Slim is from Liberia, and they use his image and he doesn't do anything about it, he keeps quiet, that, oh, it is nothing, it doesn't go anywhere, it would come back to affect him in some sense, especially in business. So I think Olele Salvador doesn't have a problem with Nigerians doing drill music. No. Maybe there were certain things that are saying to portray or put out a certain message which will be archived and will be forever on social media. In fact, today if somebody wants to Google anything about drill music in Africa and Joey Akan's post or message comes out, if it is something that all the media stations, like we get respected platforms or huge platforms picking what Joey Akan posted, and then they make stories out of it, and then somebody just search for African drill and it pops up first. Do you know what it means?
It means we've lost our birthright.
And you see let's not right. you see that when they were talking and Kojo was saying that it is not from us, and that anybody can, yes, it's true, drill music is not Ghanaian, but you see today Stonebwoy is a very spectacular, dancehall, reggae dancehall artist, but it will be a huge disrespect for Stonebwoy to twist the facts of reggae dancehall music
and where it came from.
It will be a huge disrespect to Jamaicans. Like you can't just say. Definitely, the fact is that Stonebwoy.
What you're saying has happened.
It happened though.
And how they gave it to him.
It can even affect your
dancehall came from the. Is it Africa or the? Yeah, come Kunu. No, it doesn't fit.
You see, the thing is, Brasam, it's not about what somebody's saying that, if he has a name, baby cow. Master, history is history. Recognition is recognition. Give it. Don't twist the facts. Like if somebody was motivated by Bob Marley to do. If Stonebwoy was motivated.
I like this point.
If Stonebwoy was motivated not to do, when you are talking, yes,
distracted.
The thing is that if Stonebwoy didn't choose any other genre apart from reggae dancehall, it means that he got inspiration from something. It means that he was motivated by something. So you can't disrespect that thing.
Never.
Today, when you go to Nigeria, Tiwa Savage recent songs that he's been releasing, you see elements of Amapiano in it.
Yeah.
She has been inspired or motivated by what South Africans are doing. She cannot go and disrespect them by twisting the facts to say, oh, I just wake up one day, I dreamt playing a certain sound, and no. When already people know the facts that Amapiano music started from South Africa. You understand? So what Olele Salvador was doing, this issue will come up because of the recognition that Grammy has given to the Ghanaian drill coming from the three categories that they've added to the scheme. So if you want to if you want to say anything relating to that, then you have to state just the facts and nothing else.
Yes, and give credit where credit is.
That is it. And I don't see anything.
Shakira was in an interview talking about Waka Waka. And when she was asked how she got the inspiration to write Waka Waka, you know, she did not give due credit to the people from, is it Congo? Some country like one of the African countries.
She said she had a dream.
Yes,
like she was in a farm working and the inspiration came.
Meanwhile, Waka Waka was is it Congolese or some country like
one African. Let us sit here.
The people go mad like
That's I mean. Today, let us sit here and make any country in the world try to try to twist the fact about the origin of hip hop music and see what Americans will do. Just go and say anything contrary to what everybody knows that hip hop music is this, hip hop music is that, and see what Americans, everybody in the world who does, even today, China people are doing hip hop music. So it's not about only general intimo but don't twist the facts. I understand if you are talking about discussing a topic and I'm putting out things that are not factual about the topic, people who say I'm ignorant. I don't have knowledge in what we are discussing. So if you have that knowledge, you speak facts, you talk about what we are discussing, what is related to the thing, and speak the truth about those things. That's all. And this is not the first time even Nigerians are. Just when I saw Richie downloading the video, there was another video I even wanted to push to him about that actor, Nigerian actor, the Juju, no, not Kanayo, that man, Peter Idochi. I don't know if he was granting an interview or it was a forum or something when he was talking about high life music.
Yeah, someone mentioned me in a video. I mean, Amino. Yeah,
you understand when he was talking about high life music, and then he want to twist the facts and make it look like they don't even know where it comes from and how they want to own. Sometimes it is when you see when DJ Simasem no kind in I he's Okasaya and then he said pushing the thing has to be deliberate and intentional. Does he understand that? Pushing the thing has to be deliberate and intentional.
If
do you think what Joya Khan is doing, it is not deliberate and intentional? Do you think like making people understand that
kill it.
Do you think the conversations that Nigerians will want to say it is deliberate? When you understand this business, some of these things you do them. You will do it. So So DJ Slim should stop. You see, I think that DJ Slim has a personal issue with Three Music because of how they dealt with the Asaka guys in Kumasi. But let us stop these things. Ghanaians,
thank you.
Hey, let's look at the broader picture and discuss the issues. Some of the things that he was saying were very significant, very important, essential. But to say, ni money and the kasani na the personal issue on your move because at a point he felt like they were bringing divisions and they were trying to stop the movement that they were trying to. Don't do that.
Thank you, Nana Reagan. He has done the kill for me, and that is the end of the story. Thank you, Kojokin, for no. Our time is up. Thank you, Rolanda Martin.
My designer.
Okay.
You see?
Hey, beg up your designer and
All right.
Arrange your shirt.
So my beautiful dress is given to me by
Steve
stand
there. Let's see it. Yeah, man.
So Steve Man Clothing, located in Adenta. If you want your dress, Charlie, they will sort you out quick.
Yeah.
So they do
deliveries.
They do delivery
anywhere you are.
You can just send your measurements, and they will just deliver
anywhere you are in the world.
Wherever you are in the world. So God bless you, Steve Man, for holding boy down.
All right, guys, thank you so much. The week just started in earnest, and I want to say thank you to you guys for being a part of it. To my special people here, Roland Amate, to Kojo King, to Nana Reagan, to those off screens, Digital Rasta, Currency on Camera, Richie Flex, editor, director of this platform. In case you also want to say something, just as Nana Reagan did it, you can also add your opinion to
You can also did it.
You can also add your opinion to the comment section, and however you want to put it, we have done the cure.
We didn't.
My name is Sammy Flex.
We
are out
didn't.
of here.
You didn't. You didn't.
Wait.
Hey.